Today we are going to check chemical reaction of amines. So in that first reaction is alkylation. Now this reaction already you have learned. You can see this one is ammonia. When it reacts with alkyl halide, ammonia, alkyl halide. Now here what happens in this alkyl halide? Halogen is having more electron negativity. So it becomes partially negative. This becomes partially positive. Now ammonia has two non-bonding electrons. So these electrons are attracted towards this partially positive alkyl ion. So here you can see these two electrons are used here in making of this bond RNH3. So on nitrogen there will be positive ion. Now this electron, bonded electron, it shifts towards halogen. So halogen becomes negative ion. Now there is ionic bond between this positive and negative ion. Now what we want to do, we want to prepare amine. So here you can see when it reacts with NaOH, what happens? Hydrogen and halogen, they both make HX, remaining 1 degree amine. That is our product. Now if I have primary amine, when it reacts with alkyl halide, same thing happens here. On nitrogen, two non-bonding electrons are there. Same way here in alkyl halide, halogen is having partially negative, alkyl group that is having partially positive charge. These electrons are attracted towards partially positive charge. So a new bond is formed between RNH2 and these R. You can see these R, that is our new bond. Now these electrons are used in making of this bond. So it is positive ion on nitrogen. Now these electrons are shifted towards halogen. So halogen is negative. So there will be positive and negative ion. So ionic bond will be there. Now when it reacts with NaOH, HX, again it liberates and we get 2 degree amine, from 1 degree amine to 2 degree amine. You can see here it is our 1 degree amine and product is 2 degree amine. So that is our alkylation reaction. Alkylation reaction is ammonia or amine when reacts with alkyl halide, it gives alkylation reaction. Again, ammonia or any amine, 1 degree or 2 degree, when reacts with alkyl halide, it gives alkylation reaction. Next one is acylation reaction. Now what is acyl group? COCl. COCl, that is our acyl group. Here R group will be there, alkyl group will be there. As alkyl group I have taken CH3 here, methyl group. This one is our amine, you can see CH3, CH2, NH2. This one is our amine. Now in COCl, this CO, C double bond O, in that we have learned that oxygen is more electronegative, so it has partially negative charge, carbon partially positive charge. These electrons are attracted towards C. Again, these two electrons are attracted towards carbon. So what happens here? You can see these both electrons, they make a bond here between carbon and nitrogen. So electron of nitrogen is used here, so it becomes positively charged. Rest of ethyl group, that remains as such, CH2, CH3, CCl, CH3, you can see that remains as such. Here double bond breaks and these two electrons are shifted towards oxygen, so it becomes negatively charged. Now what happens here? This Cl and hydrogen from this amine group NH2, they both make HCl. So HCl is our byproduct. Remaining part is our CH3. You can see this CH3. Then again double bond forms here. This Cl is lost now, so no Cl is there now. Here one hydrogen is lost, so NH, then CH2, CH3. What you have to do? Again, just remove H and Cl, hydrogen from NH2 and Cl from COCl, and combine them. You will get your product. You can see the next example, CH3 NH CH3. Now this is our 2 degree amine. Now what happens here? What happens here? Hydrogen and Cl, they both make HCl. Hydrogen and chlorine, they both make HCl, and remaining part you have to attach here. So you can see the product here, CH3, then nitrogen, then CH3. These three are there. Then from here you can attach the remaining part, COCH3. You can say COCH3. So like this you can write the product directly. Remove HCl and combine them both. You will get your product. Here you can see this is aromatic amine. C6H5 means phenyl group is there. Phenyl, then NH2 means it is aniline. It is the molecular formula of aniline. When it reacts with acetic anhydride, this one is acetic anhydride, CH3CO, acetic anhydride. Now in case of acetic anhydride, what you have to do? Remove hydrogen and attach it with this oxygen. You can see this oxygen is the middle oxygen, hydrogen and this middle oxygen, they both combine to form this structure. You can see CH3COO, then hydrogen, CH3COO, then hydrogen. So it is our acetic acid. Remaining part you have to connect, C6H5, then NH, hydrogen is lost now. Now CO, CH3. Name of this product is N-phenyl ethanamide. You can see on nitrogen we have this phenyl group. So N-phenyl, then 2 carbon on amide group, CONH. That means it is amide group. So ethanamide. So this one is acylation reaction. Acylation reaction cannot be performed in 3 degree amine. Okay. Next one is carbyl amine reaction. Now this carbyl amine reaction is used to identify 1 degree amine. Only 1 degree amine can give this reaction. 2 degree and 3 degree, they do not give this reaction. What is the reaction? You take 1 degree amine, react it with chloroform in presence of ethanolic KOH and heat it. Again, amine, react it with chloroform in presence of ethanolic KOH and heat it. You will get isocyanide as product. What is isocyanide? RCN, that is our simple cyanide. CN, that is our simple cyanide. If I reverse these two, nitrogen and carbon, R and C. R and C, that is our isocyanide. You can see as product we get isocyanide plus KCl plus H2O. Now this isocyanide is very bad, is having very bad smell, so it can be identified easily. Again, this isocyanide, the product has very bad smell, so you can identify it. If a compound gives that reaction carbyl amine test, you can say that our compound is 1 degree amine. Next reaction is reaction with nitrous acid. Now, what is nitrous acid? Nitrous acid is HNO2. HNO3 is nitric acid. Now, this nitrous acid can be made up using NaNO2, means sodium nitrite, and HCl. What happens here? NaNO2 plus HCl, they both react to give HNO2 plus NaCl. So these are the material to prepare nitrous acid. Now look at the reaction. RNH2 and nitrous acid, they both will combine to form diazonium salt. What is diazonium salt? And triple bond N and Cl minus. You can say this nitrogen, middle nitrogen, is having 4 bond, so it is positive ion, and this negatively charged chlorine is attracted towards this positive charge. So this is diazonium salt. When this diazonium salt is reacted with water, it gives alcohol plus nitrogen gas plus HCl. Similarly, aniline means aromatic amine, when reacts with nitrous acid at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, it gives similar diazonium salt. You can see N triple bond and Cl minus. Similarly, it gives diazonium salt, NaCl and water. Here 2 degree and 3 degree amines, they do not give this type of reaction. They react differently with nitrous acid. Next reaction is reaction with Hinsberg reagent. Now what is Hinsberg reagent? You can see this structure. On benzene we have SO2Cl. That is called Hinsberg reagent. Now IUPAC name for that is benzene sulfonyl chloride. Again, benzene sulfonyl chloride, that is our Hinsberg reagent. Now this Hinsberg reagent we can use to identify, to make difference between 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree amine. If you have a compound and you want to identify it, whether it is 1 degree or 2 degree or 3 degree, you can use this Hinsberg reagent. How? Look here. This is our 1 degree amine, CH3CH2NH2. When it reacts with benzene sulfonyl chloride, means Hinsberg reagent, it gives us, what you have to do? Remove Cl and hydrogen from it. So HCl will be removed and attach this both structure. So on benzene you have SO2, you can see here SO2 and benzene, that is as such. Then remove this Cl and hydrogen from this NH2. Remaining part NH, CH2, CH3, that you have to combine. Now this structure is called N-ethyl. You can see on nitrogen we have ethyl group, N-ethyl, sulfur and amide group is there, amine group is there, so it is called sulfonamide. Okay, N-ethyl benzene sulfonamide, that is the IUPAC name of this product, N-ethyl benzene sulfonamide. Now here in this structure, this hydrogen is acidic in nature, so it is easily soluble in base. Again, this hydrogen is acidic in nature, so this whole compound is easily soluble in base. Now if we write the reaction, same reaction in 2 degree amine, you can see this is 2 degree amine. When it reacts with benzene sulfonyl chloride, again same reaction you have to apply. Remove HCl and combine this both. You can see benzene SO2, then nitrogen 2CH3. Now here that hydrogen, acidic hydrogen, is missing, so this product is not soluble in base. this product is not soluble in base. So, and 3 degree amine, if we take 3 degree amine, so it does not give any type of reaction with benzene sulfonyl chloride or Hinsberg reagent. So if your unknown compound gives this reaction, Hinsberg reaction, that means either it is 2 degree or 1 degree amine. Now the product of Hinsberg reagent, if it is soluble in base, then your compound is 1 degree amine. If it is insoluble in base, then it is 2 degree amine. So you can identify whether your compound is 1 degree, 2 degree or 3 degree. If compound does not react with Hinsberg reagent, then it is 3 degree. If compound reacts and product of that reaction is soluble in base, then it is 1 degree. If compound reacts but the product of reaction is not soluble in base, then the compound is 2 degree amine. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you.